Let's make this Thanksgiving special and memorable. Let's not do the same Thanksgiving as we do every year over and over again, kind of like Groundhog Day, the same day. This year, let's make it stand out. Let's make our Thanksgiving for our family and friends spectacular, awesome, memorable, something they'll be talking about all year long. So today, I'm going to talk about 5 categories where you can plan a special celebration without doing a lot of extra work, without a lot of extra time, and without a lot of expense. I want to make this simple and practical, but special. So I want to welcome everybody coming in today. I see people joining us. I want to say good evening. The first person I saw come in tonight, I always say hello to the first person I see come in. I want to say hello to Sarah. I see you as the first person here tonight. And I see other people joining in as well. So I want to welcome everybody. This is a really special topic because it's a yearly celebration. But very often it feels the same, and we do the same thing each year, and we kind of go through it. And I want to give you some ideas to plan in advance that can make this year's celebration stand out and be incredible and be so memorable without taking up a lot of extra time or planning or expense or effort. Again, I'm all for practical and simple, but special. I'm going to end the song telling you and talking about a song that I wrote about Thanksgiving. So those of you who know me as a doctor and a coach and a leader, but also as a singer and a songwriter. And I have a song in my music YouTube channel called I Am Thankful. I'm going to be posting it in our group, and I'm going to be talking about it a little at the end of this recording, at the end of this session today. So make sure you stay to the end, because it's a song that could help make your celebration special, and a song that you might want to share with the kids to help them remember why we're celebrating Thanksgiving, because of our thankfulness. So again, I'm welcoming everybody in. For those of you who haven't worked with me before, I'm Dr. Ellen Ettinger, and I love to help busy people reach their best life, to be empowered, to reach goals, to excel in time management like experts, to stop wasting time with time drainers and plug up those excesses, to cut stress and build your life journey and become your best. And again, if you've worked with me or been here in the group before, you know that this is a full scope center. We work with all of those areas, all of those plans together. Because as you know, if you do a project or a program in one area, and then you do another one isolated in another area, they often don't go together in a busy life, and people get disappointed and frustrated. So all the gears have to work together, and we always do that here. So we want to build success. We want to build your personal life journey and success for your kids and your family also. So again, I want to welcome everybody here. I see Eileen is here and wrote in the chat, "Hi, Dr. Ellen." So hello, Eileen, to you and your family. I invite everybody to write something in the chat because we are a community. I want to know everybody is here, so please write something. Either hello to everybody, or I hope you're all having a great evening, or hello to me. I would love to see a hello and ask you to help build our wonderful, caring community together. And let me and let all of us know you're here so I can say hello to you as well. I always say hello to the first person I see tune in, and tonight it was Sarah. So I said a big hello to Sarah, and I'm saying hello to her again. And I see Eileen is here and throwing out those hearts to all of us. So again, I welcome all of you. We have a really special topic tonight about how to make Thanksgiving special. Now, Thanksgiving is coming up in a few weeks, and I want to help you plan in advance. First of all, so it's not a big pressure and stress getting it planned at the last minute. And also, because if we plan a little in advance, we can add some special things, some special parts that can make this year's Thanksgiving stand out and be incredible and spectacular and memorable. And again, as I've mentioned, I'm very practical, so I don't give recommendations that cause and that require a lot of time or effort or expense. Everything I'm going to talk about is really very simple. And some of the things your family can help work with you on. So I'm really excited to have you here. And today, I'm going to talk about 5 F's of planning Thanksgiving to help you make it easier. So we're going to talk about the 5 F's, and they are food, family, friends, festivity, and fun. We all want to have festivity and fun. And again, I'm going to end talking about this song, so make sure you stay for that, especially because the kids love it as well. So let's talk about food first, and think in advance if you're hosting what you want to serve, if you're visiting, what you can bring. So there are certain traditional dishes that we tend to have that are customary for Thanksgiving, like turkey, stuffing. There are some special traditional family recipes, like Aunt Claire's sweet potatoes that we have every year at my celebration. And Aunt Claire isn't with us anymore, but I always make sure to say as I pass it around, here's Aunt Claire's sweet potatoes, so that we can feel like she really is still with us. And there are other family recipes that you probably have as well. Think about some new recipes, maybe some side dishes or desserts. There are plenty of things that you can find easily that people are making in the shapes of a turkey or a pumpkin, desserts. I've been seeing a lot of people who are taking cupcakes and putting them in the shape of something for the holiday, like a pumpkin or a turkey for dessert. And everybody can take one of the cupcakes or muffins. And again, whether you're hosting or visiting, you can think about the food, about what you're serving. If you're hosting, think about how you're setting out the food. And what can you do to make your table a little bit more special? I also want to encourage you to make a list of all the food, from the appetizers when people get there, maybe chips and dip, or a fruit bowl, or crackers and cheese. And I'm really trying to encourage families to cut down on the sweets, and think about the healthy possibilities, like proteins and fiber-rich foods, like fruit trays, and like vegetable side dishes. Now, we know there are some special things that we have for the holidays, and that is great. That is part of the fun. But also think about some additions you might make. So, I want you to also think about what can you do to make the table special. And some really natural things that can be part of the holiday is just taking some leaves that you take from outside and put them in vases. And that can be really nice and decorative for the table. In New York City, we have all different colored leaves around. And so I like adorning my table using natural decorations. Sometimes there are pine cones that people use as well. I also suggest that you make a list in advance, make sure you know who's coming, And maybe you want to set out name tags of people with a decorative font that maybe you print out, or the kids may draw and write people's names, and you can put out where people are going to sit. And again, make a list of all the courses you're going to have for dinner, for your holiday dinner, so that you can remember to prepare everything, but also so that you remember to serve everything. I always used to say it was a tradition in my family when I was growing up. My mother would prepare so many dishes and so much food, and at the end, almost always she would say, I forgot to put out it would usually be a side dish, like the string beans or the sweet potatoes or something. She would say, I forgot to put out, and we would all chuckle with her and kind of enjoy the moment, because it became a family tradition that there was always something left in the refrigerator. So remember to make a list and check your list as you're putting things out. So let's talk about the next F, family and friends. Now make your invitation list and keep track so you know how many people are coming. And I always say with family plans, plan in advance. Is if there's any family drama, this person doesn't get along with that person, but they're both going to be at the celebration. If you have something like that going on, then putting out name tags so you know who's going to sit where can be really, really helpful, not just for the decorative effect, but for the effect of making everybody comfortable together. And what about putting out some decorations? There are plenty of decorations you can purchase, but again, I'm really into limiting the expense. So again, I love the natural leaves that we can use, the colors we can put in a vase on the table. You can even put leaves out on the table, flat, colorful leaves, and maybe people could put their drink glasses on top of it. You can also take a leaf and use it. Let's see if I can get this. You can use a leaf as a template and take colors of construction paper, different colors, reds and browns and yellows and greens, and cut out colors and put those on the table. Or take a poster and make a collage for the holiday and just have a very colorful wall hanging of the season. I love doing wall hangings with just a poster board. I also recommend, and I'm a big person of remembering what this holiday is about being thankful. So I love the idea of taking a poster board, a wall hanging, and either writing or drawing on top, I am thankful for ... and having colorful markers or pens, and asking people to write what they're thankful for. And at the end, you have a really pretty wall hanging. And Uncle Joe wrote that he's thankful that he took the trip to be with the family. Aunt Anne would write that she's grateful that they didn't have a lot of traffic, that the trip was really easy. And Cousin Sue writes that she's happy that she gets to read a book with her other cousin. And it's really fun to see what comes to people's mind, and to look back at it the next year or 6 months later to remember how special Thanksgiving together was with the family. So I love a wall hanging that says I am thankful for, or I love the idea of taking a simple notebook or journal and putting a little title on it, I am thankful for, and giving everybody a page to fill out. Something very short. I am thankful for a very short phrase. It doesn't have to be long. Inviting people who would like to participate in that. Again, I love the idea of homemade decorations. and cutting those leaves and using them around the table with construction paper, or you can use old magazines that have colorful ads and just cut out using your leaf as a template. You can have lots of colorful decorations with leaves, or you can use letters of people's names and cut out decorations. So I think the decorations can be really important. And they can be an important part of the fun and the festivity as well, to make it a special celebration. So now we've talked about the food and the family and friends, and we've talked somewhat about the festivity and fun that you can use with the decorations. But I want to talk about an important part now. When we plan things, we often talk about who, what, why, when, and where. And we've talked about most of those for this, except one important thing that people often forget, and that is why. Why are we celebrating Thanksgiving? We often focus so much on the food, which is great and wonderful. It's really an important part of the celebration. But I always tell the families that I work with and the clients that I work with to remember the importance of Thanksgiving is remembering to be thankful, remembering gratitude in our lives, and thinking of all those special things that we've been blessed with, and not forgetting to remember those and acknowledge those with those who are special with us today on that special day. So very often families will start by saying grace or a special prayer or some special words about thankfulness of being together, and that is lovely. And I also think it's great. I wrote a song, and I mentioned that I will talk about this. I wrote a song that people are calling the Thanksgiving song, and I called it I Am Thankful. I will post this song in our group after today in the evening or tomorrow. I will post a video of the song so that you can hear the whole song. And again, a lot of people are calling it the Thanksgiving song. There are classes of kids and schools who are doing this song, and there are people who are going to be sharing this song at their Thanksgiving, so families can either listen to it or sing along if you'd like to give out the words. And if you are interested, by the way, in getting a copy of the words or having me sing the song virtually for a class or a school or an organization that you're in, I have a few spots available. So if I can be of help with you for that, make sure you do schedule an appointment with me in my calendar. Again, I do have a few spots available, limited numbers. And if I can be of any help to you for any of the topics we talk about in our group, do make sure that you schedule an appointment. But again, when we talk about Thanksgiving, what are the things that we can think about that we often don't? Like this: I'm thankful for the air that I breathe. I'm thankful for the food that I eat. I'm thankful that I can see. I'm thankful that I can be me. All of these basic things that we often forget about on a day-to-day basis. But again, how often do we think we can breathe the air around us? We have food to eat. We have a roof over our heads. And how fortunate we are and blessed we are to have those things. And those are all part of my song. I'll tell you some of the words. So, I am thankful for the air I breathe, the food I eat, and how I see. I am thankful so that I can be. For all of these, I'm thankful. I am thankful for the sun up in the sky, and in the darkness that the moon can shine to guide the pathway home. And for all the goodness in my life, I do not take for granted all the wonders that I know. I am thankful, so very thankful, I am thankful for all I have. And that is just the beginning of the words to the song. So I am going to post this song in our group. I will invite you to listen to it, to share it with those you love. Especially, it's a great teaching tool for classes and kids to really think about what they are thankful for, what we can all be thankful for. So again, I invite you to share that song. I will put it in our group. I invite you, as always, to come into our group during the week. I have some great recommendations on a lot of topics for you this week coming up. As you know, this is a full scope home for busy people, busy families. So you will, if you come into our group during the week, you will see lots of recommendations on different topics that I've prepared for you. I will put my song in the group so you can see it. If you'd like to go and look for it, it is in my YouTube channel, my music YouTube channel. I have 2 different YouTube channels, but my music YouTube channel is just my name, Ellen Ettinger. And you're welcome to go there, and the song is called I Am Thankful. And you can find the full song there. Again, I will post it in the group during the week. I will try to do it as soon as possible for you, so you can find it in the group. If you would like me to sing the song in a class, in a school of your children, with an organization or a group, I have limited a schedule where I can accommodate some of that. So the sooner you get to me, the better. Look at my calendar if that's of interest to you. And again, we are a full scope home for busy people and busy families. So remember, I will be back here next Sunday at our regular meeting time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I remind you again to come to our group during the week for all of the recommendations. If you are on Facebook, if you are watching this in YouTube, please remember to like this. Everybody can share this video if you know people, friends or family who might benefit from it as well. And if you are in YouTube, make sure you subscribe so you will know when I come out with more topics and more videos for you. And again, I'm so excited about planning for upcoming Thanksgiving holiday celebrations. I can't wait to hear about your successes. I'm inviting all of you. So I talked about some decorations you can do, some planning, some natural planning, some colorful things that our kids can do to write I am thankful on a poster board or on a journal, or even to go around the table and invite people to participate and say what they're thankful for. We want to make this Thanksgiving really, really special and memorable and fun. So I invite you to put in the chat which of the recommendations is of interest to you. Did you like this song? Or did you like the idea of making a poster? Or using leaves as templates to cut out colorful leaves? Or having your kids draw the names of people who are coming and using them as name tags for your table. There are so many things we can do to make our table special and unique so that it's just for your group. It's not like any table that's set for Thanksgiving, but it's special for your group. So I invite you to share excitement and fun and festivity and love with your group. I can't wait to hear what you're planning to do when it comes to Thanksgiving, or even before. Feel free to post in our group what you're going to do and maybe some pictures of your festivities. Again, I will see you in our group during the week with recommendations, and back here again at our regular time next Sunday. I'm so excited to have you all here, And I'm wishing you in advance great planning and a great time for you and your families and friends on the upcoming Thanksgiving. I will see you here next week at our live program, and I look forward to speaking to you with the calendar appointments.